Hello, hello, almost Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. Hello, everyone. I decided to usher summer in, להביא את הקיץ אל בחירת ליבו. To bring the summer with the color also represents the state of being. Let's see. Let us see who is on our joining team. Yes. It's all the time kind of weird, it's like you go live and then by the time the next person comes to watch the recording, which is not live, then there is this period of time they're waiting until somebody else comes online. But, you can enjoy the scenery. Okay, so I was thinking about bringing Faisal into the picture, but that's okay. I'll let him relax a little bit. Got my water, got my coffee. So almost Shabbat Shalom. If you're watching it, that means that you have to watch it. That it came to your presence, not by coincidence, not by mistake. Everything is happening for you and for the best of your journey. So the themes of all my talks, of every time I come in front of the camera, is really a matter of empowerment, matter of recognizing our greatness, your greatness, my greatness, uniqueness. So there are all kind of lessons and all kind of ins and outs that are part of our conversations or our monologue. More sometimes it's a conversation, but when I speak in front of the camera, it's ultimately it's about our our greatness, our uniqueness. So we may talk about communication, or we talk about how do we feel when we encounter certain things or certain situations, and of course I tie it to the weekly Torah portion, because the weekly Torah portion is I feel and I can see is a exact representation of the energetic times that we're in, and how does that affect and represents and maybe projects what we're going through. That's what I do with the weekly Torah portion. So all these talks, all these coming together. First of all, it's fun to feel some of the energies coming through, and it is all ultimately about empowerment of ourselves, not over one another, but empowerment of ourselves as unique creatures. So the same thing with today. We are in portion Bamidbar, in the desert. This is the portion where the Israelites are coming in Sinai and they're receiving the Torah. And actually, next week is Shavuot. We call it the holiday of offerings. Offerings meaning we offer everything that is new in the ground, that grows new. We bring it as an offering, right? And we bless on it and bring it as offering. But that is the holiday also, at the end of the holiday, where the Israelites receive the Torah in Mount Sinai, and where actually the understanding of being able to see sound started, because as they were receiving the Torah down the Mount Sinai, it says, and they saw the voices, and they saw the voices, meaning that when words were spoken, they were created with lightnings, and there was fire, and you could see the creation of the vibration, right? So Bamidbar, in the desert, when the Torah is the crown, is the queen, is creation. So when you were talking about something so divine, and so elaborate and important, and you would think that, like when a king is making a parade, right? They would show off their castle, and they will come with nice clothing, and they will do this celebration in a nice venue, not a buffet, right? They will do it in a nice venue. They will do it in a place where appropriate for a king to appear, and to show everything that a kingdom has. And what we have here is the desert, is the complete opposite, is the stripped down, flat, nothing. It's like the equalizer of a stereo when it's flat. When you listen to music, and in the old days you had equalizers, like physical equalizers. Today it's all digital. But when you put it flat, meaning it's all in one middle line, it sounds pretty bland, Or some cultures that cook their food with not many spices, so it's very bland. The desert, and not just in the desert. Okay, desert, we will talk about that, but then on the mountain that is the lowest of them all, on Mount Sinai, the lowest of them all. So it's not enough in the desert, it's not in a fancy place, but it's also on the lowest mountain of them all. No, all this says a lot about how to look at ourselves, because every portion has great teachings about our being, about how we are, about how to see ourselves, right? And so we have it on the lowest mountain, and so the question is, well, what? And this is a great lesson to show that the desert is stripped out of any spice or any ego or any something, any kind of attitude that is above somebody else, that is above this. Oh, I'm better than you. No, it's a desert. Desert doesn't belong to anybody. Nobody really wants to occupy the desert. Who lives in the desert live Bedouins or tribes that are nomads that go around. The desert is not a claimed territory for the most part. I mean, you can see places where desert has been cultivated and there are cities there, but it's a desert. So this is to come and encourage us in a way of understanding where we're coming from, that this is the ultimate place to be able to receive, is the place of humility, the place of understanding that we are great, we are unique, but it is not on the expense of somebody else. It is not at the expense of somebody else. It is not about saying, oh, I'm better than you, or I'm better than that. Or that is why if we look at creation, God created only one man, or one person. Those who say, oh, why is a man, not a woman? There's one of each, one man, one woman. Why? We all come from these two, right? We all come from the man. Animals were created, multiple animals, multiple kind of plants. Everything was multiple, multiple. But we're only created one. The intention is so we don't come and say, if God would have created 100 people, then there would be a class fight. Not that there is not now, but that there is a class fight. It says, oh, you were created, you came from that person. Oh, that person is not as good as the person I came from. Right? So the intention was to understand that the uniqueness. And that is why every person on earth is unique and different, and there is no another person like that person. There's no same fingerprints, there's no same facial face, there is no same anything. Even twins, the mother can tell the difference. So there is not the same of anything with anybody, anywhere, anytime. This goes towards the Kabbalah says that each one of us should look at the world as the world was created for us, for that person. Because that person is Olam Umlo'o, is a world and its entirety. but it is not totally about us, right? So it is not the, it is to cultivate humility. The fact that we've arrived to the time where we are now, where there's class and race and hate and all this, this is our doing. This is not the intention of creation. The intention of creation is collaboration. The intention of creation is unity. The intention of creation is one. In when the Israelites came to Mount Sinai, before that, the Israelites would refer to as a plural. They, the Israelites, the Israelites, the Israelites. But when they came into Mount Sinai, it refers to Israel as one. Because they wouldn't be able to receive all that they received if there wouldn't be one. If there would be, everybody has a different opinion, everybody here, this is on top of the other one, this is on top of the other one. So everybody is one body. And this is at the end of the day, all these messages are to remind us that we are one. But there are different angles because we have life, we have different experiences, we have different spices, right? Let me do this for a second because I feel a little. There you go. Haha, haha. That's much better. So right, so we have different. Um, all that we bring is what we create. Is what we create. The intention of creation is that we will be unified, that we will be one, that we will not be on top of one another, that we will not say, "Oh, you are better," or "You're." This will happen is what we bring to the table. We bring to the table. So also, it is talking about how that let's glorify God. Let's glorify the Creator, but by seeing what is available, but with seeing what is possible, what God created, to remember to glorify God. Now, okay, so we go say God is great, God is great, God is great. But there is a way that we can, and it's tied into the creation of galaxies, that we can actually limit the exalting of the Creator. Okay, let me backtrack. If God would have created only Earth, sun, and moon, without all the billions of stars and galaxies and everything, we would say, oh, we understand God created Earth, sun, and moon. Oh, God is great. Look what God can create. But if that would have been the case, we would have, by our exaltation of God, we would limit our admiration of God because we understood what God did. Oh, He created the sun, He created the moon, He created Earth. But the intention is to not understand how glorified God is because it's infinite. So therefore, the entire galaxies, we don't understand the entire. We kind of understand only what we see, or only what we're able to capture with the tools that we have today. But space is infinite. Galaxies are infinite and they're being created. So there's an infinite creation. So if we say, oh, well, we can't understand really the greatness of God. We cannot understand the greatness of God to the extent that look at all that was created. We cannot understand. So it is to glorify God by not understanding, by understanding that we do not understand. It's like affirming the quote unquote negative side, the other side, affirming the fact that we do not understand how much we don't understand. That kind of thing. That's the infinite of the infinite. Um, so yes, I spaced out. Totally spaced out. Um, Back to the desert. This is the time to see where it is that I can connect. Because if we see that the most time that we can connect and we can receive messages is the time when we are open, is the time when we are humble, is the time when we are allowing things to come in, allowing our heart to be open, allowing things that we don't understand, like this massive greatness of creation that we do not understand, but we allow things that we do not understand to come to us and to allow, and to guide us and to show us. So sometimes we're in a situation, or I'm in a situation where I don't understand really why this is happening, or why am I meeting this person, or why suddenly I'm getting a message from a person that I haven't spoken in 20 years, and that person is reaching out to me about a matter that I'm dealing with right now. I don't understand that. I can say, oh, look, what a fluke. Yeah, but there is no fluke. Also, a banana needs a reason to be a banana. I mean, so it's not just a banana is a banana. Sometimes it happens. No, there's no such a thing. I mean, so to be open to something that I do not understand, by the fact that I open myself to something that I do not understand, I glorify the creation. I glorify God. I glorify the process. I am appreciative of the process I am going through. I'm appreciative of what is coming through me. I had a client that I worked with very closely, and she had visions, and she shared with me some of the things that happened, and I really was trying to tap into this, to tap into see what is going on with her. Somebody that I've been working for a while, and somebody who passed away, and she'd seen these visions, and she didn't know what is going on, and she sent this to me, and I'm trying to tap, and I tried. That's the thing, is that I tried to tap in to see, oh, what does that mean? Or what does that mean? Now, she knows what that means, but sometimes other people that you are connected with can receive messages for you. Hence, when you go to somebody who's channeling, or so when I do sound work on people, messages come through me, or messages come to me for somebody else, for the person I'm working with the sound. And I tried, and that's the thing, that I tried, and what I tried to do is I tried to understand what she was. I tried to tap in what she was sharing through my own understanding, through my own. Oh, there is a sun, there is a moon, there is earth. That was what I was trying to do. And as I was typing to tell her that. I was typing to tell her that, listen, I'm trying, but I feel that I'm not getting anything. And I'm typing as I'm allowing things to come in. And as I'm typing to her, as I'm typing for her, I get this massive download of things that are related specifically to her that I did not know. That I did only later, when I read what I wrote, I was like, holy cannoli, phew, like what is this? It is this moment where we admit to ourselves. We don't have to. If we admit it to somebody else, if we trust them, that's okay. But admit that I don't understand. There are things that I do not understand, there are things that I do not comprehend. And when I admit that, I actually open up. When you admit that, you actually open up. You open up your possibilities, because now you acknowledge, okay, I don't understand. I'm letting go of what I don't understand, of what I understand. I understand that I cannot understand this. I'm letting that relax. And when we do that, we're able to achieve, we're able to receive, we're able to get, we're able to understand. And that is also tied into the desert. When we are stripped out of what we understand that we don't understand, we receive. That is a revelation for itself. And that was a revelation for me, and there was an understanding for me on a different level. On a different level, I've understood that at a different time, but in a different story, in a different level. It's like going up in a floor of a mall. I understood the first level. Now I'm going to the second level. I'm going to the third level. I mean, they're all similar floor plans. It's just a different one at each time. And so I'm grateful for that opening and for that receiving and for that channeling, so I can continue to grow and understand a little bit more of what I don't understand. But here's the thing: it's like when something works for you, don't try and figure it out because you'll mess it up. Because we're trying to fit it into our, oh, we understand this. Oh, it has to be like this. Therefore, it's like that. Therefore, it's like that. And then we're kaput, right? So to understand that we don't understand everything and allow that to be. And from that place of humility and from that place of humbleness and understanding, the world opens. So that's what I wanted to share with you today. And thank you very much. Next week is a holiday, Chag Shavuot. We receive, we allow. This energetic time is great. And when you are in the moment, you just being there. So if you just joined, thank you for joining. I'm iLan Azoulai. You can rewind, I think, and listen, because the last part really was something that I feel is important. But it's all the time when you joined in. When you joined in, that means that this is the time that you are here to listen and you are here to participate or just observe. But with that, I will say Shabbat Shalom. Enjoy anything that you do, like completely, because nothing else exists except for what you're doing now. So, Shabbat Shalom, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.